Imagine this. It's a cold evening in Würzburg, Germany, 1895. A quiet, reserved physicist named Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen is alone in his laboratory. The room smells of burning gas lamps and warm metal. Shadows flicker on the wall as strange. Machines hum. He has no idea that tonight, he is about to open a window into the human body and change the future of medicine forever. Wilhelm Röntgen wasn't born into greatness. As a child, he struggled at school. He was once expelled because of a prank he didn't even commit. Teachers called him a dreamer, a boy destined for nothing special. And yet, he was curious. He loved tinkering, building mechanical devices, and above all, understanding the unseen. By the time he became a professor of physics in Würzburg, Röntgen was known not for charisma or showmanship, but for his relentless patience. Students called him the silent professor. He avoided the spotlight, rarely smiled, and often worked through nights when others had long gone home. In the fall of 1895, Röntgen was experimenting with cathode ray tubes, glass tubes, filled with gas that glowed when electricity passed through them. These tubes were well known to physicists of the time, but Röntgen noticed something unusual. When the tube was covered with black cardboard to block the visible light, a strange greenish glow appeared on a fluorescent screen across the room. The glow appeared, even though the tube was completely sealed. Whatever was escaping was invisible to the human eye. Röntgen was stunned. He didn't know what these mysterious rays were, so he called them simply X-rays. The unknown rays. In the fall of 1895, Röntgen was experimenting with cathode ray tubes, glass tubes, filled with gas that glowed when electricity passed through them. These tubes were well known to physicists of the time, but Röntgen noticed something unusual. When the tube was covered with black cardboard to block the visible light, a strange greenish glow appeared on a fluorescent screen across the room. The glow appeared, even though the tube was completely sealed. Whatever was escaping was invisible to the human eye. Röntgen was stunned. He didn't know what these mysterious rays were, so he called them simply X-rays. The unknown. Rays. For weeks, Röntgen barely left his laboratory. He ate little, slept less, and filled notebook after notebook with observations. He tested how far the rays could pass through objects, books, wood, metal. To his amazement, thick materials blocked them, but softer substances allowed them through. It was as if nature had given him a new kind of vision, a vision that pierced the surface of reality. But then came the moment that would seal his place in history. One evening, he asked his wife, Anna Bertha, to place her hand between the mysterious rays and a photographic plate. She reluctantly agreed. When the plate was developed, the image revealed something no human being had ever seen before. The delicate bones of her hand, and floating like a ghostly ring of fire, the dark outline of her wedding band. Anna Bertha gasped. "I have seen my own death," she whispered. It was the first X-ray image ever captured of a human body. A single photograph that proved it impossible. We could now see beneath the skin. News of the discovery spread like wildfire. Within weeks, newspapers around the globe printed Röntgen's strange images. Some were terrified, claiming these rays could spy into bedrooms or read private letters. But doctors were amazed. For centuries, medicine had been blind to the inner body. Now, with a single exposure, broken bones, bullets, and tumors could be seen without a single cut. Hospitals rushed to build X-ray machines. Soldiers wounded in battle could be treated more quickly. Surgeons gained a new kind of vision that saved countless lives. Asterisk, but with excitement came recklessness. In department stores, customers lined up to have their feet x-rayed to measure shoe size. Traveling carnivals offered x-ray portraits as curiosities. No one understood the dangers of radiation yet. Scientists, including Röntgen himself, often handled these rays without protection. Many early researchers would later suffer burns, illness, even amputations. But the momentum was unstoppable. The invisible rays were here to stay. Asterisk, in 1901, Röntgen became the very first recipient of the Nobel Prize in Physics. Yet, true to his modest nature, he never patented his discovery, never sought fortune, and never chased fame. He believed his work belonged to humanity. Röntgen lived a quiet life, refusing titles and honors. When he died in 1923, he left behind little wealth, but a discovery that reshaped science, medicine, and even art. Asterisk, today, over a century later, X-rays remain one of the most powerful tools in medicine. From the dentist's chair to the emergency room, they save millions of lives every year. And every time we see that black and white shadow of our own bones, we are witnessing the same miracle that once made Anna Bertha whisper in awe. Asterisk, so the next time you see your hand lit up on an X-ray film, remember, it all began in a dimly lit German laboratory with a silent man, a reluctant wife, and a photograph that revealed the hidden skeleton of life itself. That was the story of Wilhelm Röntgen and the birth of the X-ray. If you love science and history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next legend.